Greetings everyone, here's Ludwig again, and this is the game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play-by-ear match against KilRoy. He is a commander of the Allied Forces, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on the new game version 27. And yeah, KilRoy have also the walking American torpedoes at the start of the war to increase his ability to sink my ships, and his submarine was successful at some encounters so far. This is now my patrol boat northeast of Marshall Islands, picking up here some cargo ships. Short night battle, nothing really happens. And there's also an American Mark 14 submarine in Comac Port. Luckily nothing happens. I intercepted a cargo ship, but no hit, west of Ceylon. The last days I was able to conquer my first base in or on Ceylon. And this is also still here northwest of Colombo, so now I was lucky and hit this cargo ship. 3 torpedo hits. This is enough to sink it. There's a sinking sound. I also took Darwin. So Darwin more or less to secure there's no big Allied air base in the Dutch East Indies. So there's no possible B-17 attack on Batavia, or maybe Surabaya more, and Balikpapan, something like this. Good, so one cargo ship is burning, so the one hit starts a fire. It's a little lucky. One more shall hit, but here is now no information about fire, so the fire must be very small. My patrol boat still won't engage. And here's the next. A little lucky that my submarine can hit here this corvette. So the corvette is normally the anti-submarine ship, but in this case I sink the corvette with the submarine. This is also this AD, Assistance Destroyer or support ship, was trying to escape but run in my blockade submarine. I keep here some submarines to intercept incoming or outgoing task forces from Darwin, and now I am able to hit this ship twice. And a sinking sound. So likely one more ship. Or very likely that this AD go down. I bombard the KilRoy base in the Marshall Islands, ground attacks. The base is overstacked, so I think it's more easy to create damage here. And there are units dying, not only getting disabled. Same old story against the British Rangoon army. Not so many units getting destroyed, but if I keep the pressure on, then this British unit at least cannot recover. The KilRoy's small airstrike. KilRoy try again to attack my forces, but the numbers of zeros are now much higher, and then I think there are also now local cap fighters, not more long range cap fighters. This is why the numbers are higher. Long range cap you normally get only maximum 30% of your aircraft in engagement, but locally it is of course the normal percentage you let them fly, so up to 100%. And the Hurricanes will maybe suffer here. So this strike completely is shattered. High casualties for the Hurricanes, and we fight here over Japanese base, so maybe I don't even lose here any pilots. So more Hurricanes, they coming for sweep action. A little too late. Also defeated. And land combat. Yeah, bomb in Aichang. Small gain for me, but nothing too special. And some empty Dutch base. But there's some resources and oil. And the Dutch forces are... I think there's one more unit. Yeah. So one Dutch forces or unit gets destroyed, a second still on the map. And nothing more. So most exciting was this submarine cargo ship engagements and some air war in Ceylon. No big change. But the best opportunity for KilRoy to hurt my invasion fleet at Ceylon is long time over. So now I can more or less relax and bring in more forces. I control my port. I have local cap fighters, so there's not more much KilRoy can do. So you can see don't know if this is completely true. Maybe this is then 11 and 12. Yeah. So KilRoy lost 10 Hurricanes today. And for me it is not 1-0. So this is a good ratio. 12 to 5 is of course is still a good ratio. But I lost a lot of other equipment here. And also 2 pilots are wounded and 1 gets killed. Ship sunk today was this APD likely. 2 torpedo hits I think is enough to sink it, even if it's a short 95 torpedo. Normally this is not 95, this is 89 torpedo. How is this possible? So a corvette, a cargo ship, an AD, some ships less for KilRoy at the end. No change at the land war in China, no air war really in China. I only bombard a little. Burma also nothing really crazy changing now. There's this mountain area between Burma and India. There's not really fast movement possible. This is only this is the British army kicked out of Rangoon and defeated once or twice. Not sure how much is really inside. I had here some detection on this task force, but no airstrike. Don't ask me why. My carriers are here in the hex. I'm a little low on fuel, so this is why I think I bring in some... Where's my tanker? Oh, my tanker is still here. Oh, my tank is already empty. So I had here 17,000 tons of fuel, but I already exchanged them all with my forces to refuel what is possible, so that my cruisers have some new fuel. This is the incoming task force with already unloading army HQ and other equipment. And here's more unloading, and my carriers have a little fuel left, or at least a better situation, but still not enough. But the worst case is now fixed, and I have here some scout airplanes and a lot of fighters. And you can see that this guy's had a lot of engagement, some getting experience, not too many, only 2 pilots. Yeah. Otto is still here. I think this was the best guy in my last game with KilRoy. And he is now at 104 missions, but only 8 kills. But yeah, he made a lot of missions. And I have now roughly 1000 attack value here in Cylon, still unloading a little more. So mainly 1 HQ with 2, I think, divisions are here, plus a little support. So I would say more or less it's impossible that KilRoy kicked me out of Cylon, and I can more or less check around and see if there's a lot of British forces on Cylon. And so far, there are many units here in Cylon, but I think this is most support equipment, not really divisions fighting. I took also Medan, I think, some days ago, and I have here nearly all intact industry. That is nice. It's also a big oil city. And I catch up here the last Dutch forces. Hopefully I can wipe them out tomorrow with my tanks. Oh yeah, here's also some in the north. So a little to do still. And here in South Borneo looks like this Dutch forces are no more. I have here only a little left near Tarakan. So this forced me also to keep a little forces here in Tarakan. Not too much, because I don't really expect here strong Dutch forces in the jungles, but yeah. I take here slowly also the rest of this all empty islands. Here's a little oil and resources, gets a little damaged, it's okay. Here's also a little oil. I will take this. These are all normally empty. I think all of the spaces are from at the start of the war empty. And I'm not sure if the allies have time to build up here anything. I took Darwin, this is fine. Timor is nearly over, there's only 1 Dutch unit left. So I must bring here in more supplies. Unloading is complete. I have here my infantry, my HQ. What I lack is tanks. So I will maybe bring some additional tanks down to Darwin, because here this is all open terrain. So it's a best for using tanks here. I mean, infantry will of course also achieve victory, but if you want simply roll over your enemy, then have at least 1 or 2 tank brigades with you. Once the infantry is defeated once and must run away, the tanks simply can push them again and again and again. There's also a lot of shipping here. It's a KilRoy Sea. I am on the way to more or less reinforce New Caledonian or try something new. Let's see. The New Caledonian directly, or Suva also, no shipping now these days. Everything looks quiet. And similar situation here at the Marshall Islands. I have here a task force, but it's going northeast, so running away. And this is all only running back. Yes. So I still have a little lack on supplies here. Yeah. Supplies is still a little issue. I have the supplies here on truck and also fuel. But it's, yeah. I must ship non-stop supplies normally to Lagi, Rabul, and all this direction. And yeah, with Japan you always have the lack of escort ships, at least early on, and KilRoy have working submarines, so I cannot let my convoys run unescorted, and this limited the numbers of convoys I can run every day. Good, that's all for today. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.